Y'all, I'm on my way out to a Winterville, North Carolina. I never heard of it. It's my first time going there. And I'm sitting here reading over my emails and some of the comments I've received and some of the messages I've received. And I want y'all to understand something about me, about my mentality, is that when you hear on my channel, you understand that we don't do no fear-mongering over here, okay? And when you are looking at people's responses, it's a lot of people commenting about the current climate right now, and they're commenting from a position of fear. Now, they can chalk it up, turn it into a long, drawn-out paragraph, and give you their points and what they think and what they view, and they can make it look deep. But at the end of it all that's being said, to surmise what they're saying is, well, I'm scared. And because I'm scared, you must be scared too. And if you are not scared, then what you're saying doesn't make sense to me. Aren't you worried about your children? Now, it kills me when people start talking about kids. It kills me when people are be anti-revolutionary, and then they will bring up kids and jobs. This is the main thing that people bring up the most. At least this is what they're bringing up the most to me, is kids and jobs. I've told y'all several times here, as I deal with parenting, I would argue that black people, specifically black people, there is no way that we can claim that we love our children if we're not out here trying to actively change the mentalities of our people and thus change the reality in which we live in. You can't keep talking about how much you love your kids. Y'all will talk about y'all will die for them and jump in front of a bullet for them and run up into this and do that for them. You'll put your life on the line for your kids, but the future of the reality in which they live in, you're going to teach them to be cowards. That's very hypocritical, and you're speaking out of two sides of your goddamn mouth. Why are you going to be willing to, jump in front of a car to save your kid, risk your life for your child, but you won't risk your life for revolution? You won't even risk your comfortability for revolution. I hear people talking about, the job industry and what people got to do for jobs and how we need these jobs to make this money. And what you're not connecting to all of this is the reason that you have that mentality is based on the reality that you live in. What would money be if you weren't here in this reality where money means something? What good is a damn job that you have if you are in a system of subjugation? Y'all talking about jobs as if black folk working like we always have worked, as if that has changed our situation, that we got jobs. And not all of us either, but we got jobs and shit. Well, people try to shame other people. I got a career. I don't got no job. I got a career. What good has that job or career done for the upliftment and betterment of our people? You got your couple dollars. You can pay the white man and his mama. You can pay their bills and shit like that. Send their kids to college through your hard work and determination, right? But y'all talking about jobs. We're not willing to risk anything. If you've been watching my videos for a while, I talked about, long time ago, I talked about how to have a revolution in 3 days. That was the premise that I had made the videos based on. It was how to have a revolution without bloodshed, without having to go out here and be in the streets, put yourself in imminent danger, and it's simply the idea of unplugging from the system, refusing to participate. All this labor that we give, that we're being underpaid for, I don't really give a damn how much you make. There's a good chance you're being underpaid for whatever you're doing. All this work that we do, all this participation that we give in this system with our talents, with our abilities, with our mentalities, with our intelligence, with our souls, we could just unplug from it all. That was too radical. That was too crazy. I can't run the risk of not being able to pay the white man and his mama. They're gonna come put me out. And then we deal with the idea of the wage slave, which again, essentially, all this shit is a slave mentality, because at the end of all of it, there's fear that you won't be able to produce, that you won't be able to pay, that you won't be able to, perform in the way that you have been performing normally. We talk about the things that we need out here. And what a lot of y'all don't realize is most of the stuff that we have is fucking luxury items. We don't need it. I made the argument earlier today on my channel that we could really make it with a whole lot less than we have. We're just not accustomed to it. We spoiled. Even with being a underclass people, we still spoiled. There are people that exist on this planet that make it with a lot less. We spoiled though. We used to convenience. Going down to the market, getting whatever you need, going out to the motherfucking Walmart, getting whatever you need. We're used to that lifestyle, so therefore we chalk these things up as essential items. These are essential needs. These are essential things that we need to exist in this reality, and we don't. I would argue that most of this stuff outside of food and water and clean water, these businesses don't mean much of shit, really. They're a matter of convenience. They make everything more convenient for us. So when we're looking at what we actually need, as you're continuing to act like that we just need all this shit that's going on, we need all these businesses to function at the way that they function, and therefore we won't be able to make it, that's because you are spoiled. You spoiled as fuck. Not willing to make any sacrifice, not willing to get out of your comfort zone at all. Living to pay bills. That's all we do. Y'all act like there's a whole lot of hot shit going on out here. And that confuses me. What the fuck are you doing? You live to pay bills. That is the existence. You work, you pay bills. Your life is comfortable when you can pay your bills. That is it. That is all. Ain't a whole lot going on out here. And we just act like our way of life gonna be thrown off so drastically based on what's going on out here. Yo, scary ass. I understand you was raised on fear. I understand the psychology that came with how you was raised. I understand the social engineering that produced you to be the person that you are to this day. I get all that. But you cannot believe that you must project your fear onto everybody else. You can't believe it. You can't believe that that's necessary. I see people sharing their opinions and telling people what they think they should be doing when you don't really have to say anything. If you scared, take your bitch ass to church. I've been saying it for a minute now. Go pray. Do it quietly, though, away from everybody else. And keep that shit to yourself. Because the projection of fear is what you're going to read when you're seeing these comments about how they shouldn't be doing this, they shouldn't be burning down that. People scared. People got to go to work, Rob. Your entire existence is tied into being a damn wage slave. And you have that tied into your being. Everything about you is based on your ability to work. I'm out here driving these trucks. Do you think I give a fuck? Do you think I'm about to sit here and not say what I have to say and not stand for what the fuck I believe in to keep a job? No. I use my goddamn real name out here. This is what I've been. I'm not worried about keeping a job if it means I have to lay down, tuck my pride, and be scared in hopes that I can keep a job. The entire mentality that we've taken on to keep jobs has led us into being the pacified, pussified, punk-ass people that we are out here right now. Do you know how many times you'll hear that? Well, I gotta keep this job, man. That's your justification for being a motherfucking pussy. I got kids, man. What the fuck type of world are you building or helping create for your kids if you sitting around being a pussy? What you doing for them? This system gonna keep rolling, gonna roll right through them too. So what are y'all talking about? I agree that we need to keep the intensity. We need to organize what we're doing. Organize our mentality, organize our actions. Because this rioting, it's not gonna last forever. It's gonna take us standing firm. But for you to be opening your mouth to speak against people who may choose to riot, you got people that are peacefully protesting as well. It'll dwindle off, but it's gonna be about the mentalities that we take from this entire situation. That's what it's all gonna barrel down to. I don't give a damn. You can write me a 4-page goddamn email. You're not about to change my mind about that. I don't give a fuck how scared you are. You're not gonna make me be scared because you are. I know no fear. There ain't shit going on out here in this world that I'm so tied to that I'm gonna be a pussy for. I love my children, and therefore I want them to see their father stand up for what he believes in, stand up for our people. Period. There is nothing else for me to be doing here but to set an example now. Ain't shit going on out here. I don't know what y'all talking about. You work, you born, you go to school, get that social engineering. The society you live in creates that social engineered mentality that you have. You work until you cannot work anymore and you die. That is it. That is all. Why do y'all continue to make it seem like there's some hot shit going on? And if you're black, you spend all this time being subjugated by a society that sees you as less than human. What's all this great shit going on? Now you might got some highlight reels. Done went to Disney World and have some great moments inside some pussy, right? Done got you some dick. Maybe done been in your relationship, done got you a husband or a wife. You done did all this little symbolic shit. When at the end of the day, our existence is work, die. That's it. Born, work, die. That is it. That is all. You can fluff it up however you want to. And that may sound harsh to people. But that's just what it is. How are you talking about your kids when your kid can be gunned down in the goddamn street and you receive no justice? What are you talking about? These jobs that you have that are underpaying you just for you to get paid so you can pay another motherfucker that's overcharging you for everything that you have out here in this reality. What are you talking about? What are you holding on to? What is your fear really tied to? Because your existence is trash. It's built on the bonds that you create with other people. It has absolutely nothing to do with this system. The system that'll subjugate you. Started an entire team of goddamn slave catchers. Now every time you see the blue lights on, your heart beating fast. What the fuck type of reality is that? You suffer from PTSD and you acting like there's a whole lot of hot shit going on out here. We are having to advocate to be treated as human beings. And you too scared to ruffle too many feathers because you got a white man and his mama to pay and your kids. I need y'all to understand, I'm not the person, and this is not the channel for fear. That's not what we doing over here. I've been fearless. That's the message that I push over here. We don't do fear. I will continue to tell you that the people that are sitting out here acting like a bunch of punk ass motherfuckers on the porch scared, these will be the same people telling you to go get this vaccine. That poison. They're the same people that stand in line for that poison. They're the same people that every time that you're subjugated, every time some bullshit is happening, they would rather go along just to get along. And that's not what the fuck we doing around here. I'm not going along to get along. Not for no damn job. Not for my children. Because to me, I'm standing up for my children. They don't even fully understand yet. All black folk want to do is go along to get along. Assimilate the best way you can in an effort to blend in, and it ain't worked for you yet. Teaching your kids to pray and beg and hope and all this bullshit. No. We got to get out here, change our mentality as a people. And once all this shit, once the riots settle down, there needs to be some solidarity forming amongst our people. It has to be. There is no other option. And I was talking to a brother earlier today. Good brother. And I told him we're going to be able to see. We're going to see. By the 4th of July, we're going to see exactly where people's minds at. Because we haven't had a good record of holding any fires as the fire within us as it comes to how we conduct ourselves during these holidays. These American 3Ks, don't get this shit fucked up, incorporated holidays. We have failed there because we must celebrate them. We're gonna blame it on our kids that they want to see some fireworks. No, motherfucker, you want to see some goddamn fireworks. Because that means something to you. That helps you forget who you are, where you are, and what you are in this society. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see exactly what happens. But y'all gonna stop goddamn messaging me. Y'all have me confused. I don't think like you. I condemn how you think in every way. I disagree with how you think in every way. But that's all the fuck I wanted to say. Just a little follow-up to the live show I did last night and to the messages that I've been receiving. It's ridiculous. Y'all save that shit for somebody who believes in fear. Somebody who, you know, is going to be swayed by you being scared. That ain't got shit to do with me. Your fear has nothing to do with me. And don't try to impose it on me. But that's all the fuck I wanted to say. Y'all like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Black first, second, and third. And we don't do fear. Shout out Team Rob. Y'all already know what the fuck it is. I'm out.